Hello, parents! In today's world, it feels like there's just so much noise and distraction, right? And trying to find truly meaningful stories for our kids can feel like a huge challenge. So today we're going to dive into how we can use the timeless power of Islamic stories to build a really strong foundation of faith and character for our little ones. Let's start with this beautiful idea of what a story can really be.
I absolutely love this quote. It just perfectly captures the magic of reading, doesn't it? A book can be a window, letting our kids peek into a world way beyond their own backyard. But it can also be a mirror, reflecting their own lives, their values, and all their amazing potential right back at them.
So when we start talking about Islamic stories, this whole concept gets even more powerful. These stories are a window into the rich, beautiful history of our faith, and at the same time, they're a mirror, showing our children the kind of noble character and virtues we all hope they'll grow into.
Let's break this down a little bit. Through that window, our children get to learn about history and faith, and they develop empathy by understanding people different from them. And then through the mirror, they find these incredible role models, and that helps them understand themselves better and, build that noble character we're all aiming for.
And when it comes to finding those amazing role models, well, Islamic literature gives us two incredible pillars to build on. First, you've got the epic, inspiring stories of the prophets. And second, you have these deeply insightful moral tales that teach us lessons we can use every single day.
Just think about the stories of the prophets for a second. The story of Nuh. That's all about resilience when everyone is making fun of you. Ibrahim teaches this unwavering trust in Allah, even when he's facing a literal fire. And the journey of Yusuf. Wow, that's a masterclass in patience and forgiveness. Every single one is just a powerhouse of a lesson in faith.
And then you have these moral tales that teach such profound lessons in really simple ways. This quote here is from the story of a very pious man, Ibrahim bin Adam, whose prayers just suddenly stopped being accepted. And you know why? Because 4 months earlier, he had mindlessly eaten a single fallen date that didn't belong to him. Isn't that incredible? It's such a brilliant way to show how even the smallest act of integrity matters so much.
So the big question is, where do we find all these amazing stories? Well, I've got some great news. In our digital age, there's a vast treasure chest of meaningful, Islamic, and character-building stories available right at our fingertips. And the best part? It's completely free and totally legal.
In fact, I want to show you 4 fantastic platforms today. What's so great about these is that they're really reputable, and some are even government-backed, so you can feel really confident about the quality of the stuff you're sharing with your kids. Let's jump into the first one.
All right, first up is Penjaring. Now, this is an initiative from the Indonesian government's Ministry of Education and Culture, and it was specifically designed to translate and share high-quality children's books.
The absolute best thing about Penjaring is that you can trust it. The books are officially curated, and this is super helpful for us parents, they're all classified by reading level. This makes it so easy to find a story that's just right for your child's age. So if you're looking for a trusted, government-vetted source, this is your go-to.
Okay, next up we have Let's Read Asia. And just like the name suggests, this platform has a special focus on stories that really reflect the rich cultures and values from all across Asia. One of its biggest strengths is the multilingual support. Finding stories in local languages helps kids connect with their heritage on a much deeper level. It just makes the stories feel more personal, more real. Let's Read Asia is absolutely perfect when you want stories that truly reflect your family's cultural roots.
Our third platform is Story Weaver. The best way to think about this one is like a giant, global, open library for children's stories. It brings together amazing creators from all over the world.
Because it's this massive collaboration, you get access to literally thousands of unique stories. So many of them have already been translated into Indonesian, and just like Penjaring, they're neatly organized into 5 reading levels. Storyweaver is what you want when you're looking for pure variety and a global perspective.
And finally, we have Bloom Library. Okay, this platform is an absolute powerhouse. It is packed with incredible features that really make reading accessible to every single child.
Seriously? Just look at this list, over 12,000 books. But what is truly amazing are the accessibility features. We're talking audiobooks for kids who love to listen, sign language videos, and even support for children with visual limitations. It's just so wonderfully inclusive, which makes it the best choice for accessibility and for any family with diverse learning needs.
Okay, so we know where to find all these stories. But with so many options, the next big question is, well, how do we choose? It can definitely feel a little overwhelming, but don't worry, there's a really simple strategy we can use.
This is the question, isn't it? The one every parent faces. How do we sift through this amazing digital treasure chest to find those gems, the ones that are really going to connect with our child and reinforce the values we're trying to teach?
Here is a simple 4-step guide to help you become the perfect curator for your child. First, start with the teaching. What's the one value you want to focus on today? Second, match the age. Make sure the language and pictures are a good fit. Third, check the practical details, like how long the book is. And finally, always check the originality. Stick to the official sources to get the absolute best quality for your child.
You know, when we put all of this together, it becomes so clear that we're doing way more than just picking out a bedtime story. By carefully choosing these books, we are building a legacy of faith, of character, and of wisdom for our children to carry with them for the rest of their lives.
So, as we wrap this up, I'll leave you with this one thought. With all these incredible resources right at your fingertips, a whole world of windows and mirrors is waiting for you. The only question left is, what story will you pass on today?